No.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome everyone to the launch call on tonight for LifeWave for Liz Jessie, Janice Henderson, and Erma Pace-Crossman. Thank you so much. We're so excited that you guys became brand partners with this technology. Thank you for allowing me to share it with you guys. And thank you for using it and receiving benefit from it. And now you're beginning to share it with others. So we're just really, really, really excited to help you
Down, Charlie.
run your business. Jimmy, hold on a second, guys. Let me see if I can mute. If I mute you, I'm gonna mute all, and then you're gonna have to unmute yourself when it's time for you to start speaking. Okay. I don't know how to do it.
Well, I can mute myself if you like.
Yeah, if you guys just mute yourself, and then when it's time, if we call on you, you can go ahead and you can unmute yourself and start talking, okay? Yeah, so what we have tonight, we're going to be talking about this amazing LifeWave technology and how it's not only changing our lives, but it's helping to change so many other people's lives as well. We have tonight our upline brand partner. Her name is Erica McQueen. Amazing lady. She's been with the company for a while, and she's more of an expert than I am as far as explaining, the products and different things. I'm learning, but she's my guru, and so I love listening to her explaining the products and what they do, and then just sharing testimonies as well. So thank you all for joining us on tonight. Sit back, prepare to be amazed. At the end, we will have a Q&A section. So please don't cut in the midst of the presentation, but at the end, when we open it up for questions, so just go ahead and write your questions down. Sometimes you may hear a question that you have, somebody else may get it answered. You might not have to ask. So it's up to you. Just write it down, and then we'll open that up for questions later, okay? Lady Erica McQueen, thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Yes, it's my pleasure. How are you? You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Look, I even put some earrings on for y'all.
Oh, my goodness.
And I don't even wear jewelry.
Oh, really? Well, your skin is great. Your skin is looking great. You're looking radiant.
Hey, I feel radiant. Thank you.
That's awesome. Well, I am glad to be here tonight. Yes. So, hello. You want me to jump right in and get started?
You can jump right in. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. It sounds like this is a block party. It sounds like I heard everybody chiming in like, hey, Auntie.
Yeah.
So I am excited to be on with, people that are like-minded, that I felt a lot of love when I came on. I heard a lot of conversation, just really familiarity with each other. And so that's great. And that's what we're here to do today, is just make you familiar with an incredible technology that I know is changing lives all over the world. So, guys, we know that one of our greatest assets is our health, right? We already know, right? So just to give you a little bit about me, I've been in the health and wellness space for 20 years. It started off when I was, starting as I guess maybe around in my 20s and 30s, they started telling me strange things that I did not want to hear. Something starts bothering you. You're like, well, what is this? And the doctor's like, honestly, I don't know. I'm like, you don't know? I was like, wait a minute, you don't know. If you don't know, I'm in trouble. This is what I'm thinking, right? So then I said, well, I need to start looking into other alternatives and take my health into my own hands. And I did that for myself. I did it for my family. And then from there on, I had a whole different mindset about health. My mind was, if I had a problem, I need to try to figure out, what did I eat? What did I drink? Did I get enough sleep? I start to monitor my own health. So if you're somebody on this call and you have that similar mindset at this point in your life, then you're going to really be blown away. Now, if you're someone that says, oh, I've been healthy the whole time, I haven't had one little problem, and I've been skating along and life has been wonderful, guess what? You're going to learn something for someone that you know and that you love, and someone that is suffering, because everybody knows somebody that's suffering. And the interesting thing is, as we get older, people will begin to start telling you, Like when you're in your 20s, you're just like, whatever. But when you get in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, oh, you start to talk about it now. You're like, girl, my leg hurts, my knee hurts, this hurts, that hurts. And so we're going to talk about some strategies, natural strategies. I hope that gets you excited. Because one thing we know for sure is that the number one reason why people pass away is for heart failure. The number two is cancer. And the number three reason is medical intervention. As much as medical intervention is great when it's needed, it's a lot of other situations that happen when people are actually injured. And so what we want to do is share with you some strategies, a very powerful strategy that help you to see perspective. I think we need to mute the line. Can we mute the line? I don't think I'm the I have to make me the host. I don't know. I don't know if I'm able to share my screen to heal it. Let me see. Yeah, I think you're gonna have the host.
I just muted it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. And so we're going to talk about some strategies. I don't know. You guys excited about natural healing? Your body kind of doing what it's supposed to do on its own. You know what I'm talking about. The way God created us to heal our own bodies. And so that's what we're going to talk about. We're not going to talk about a drug. We're not going to talk about an exercise. We're not going to talk about any special diet. We're not going to talk about any special pills or supplements. It's pretty amazing that today we're going to talk about how to turn your body into a healing machine. So if you're excited about that and you have something that you would like to address, then sit tight, get your paper and pen, and we're going to jump right in. My daughter said, I've been rapping all week. I said, get your paper and pen and we're going to jump right in.
Jump right in.
Yes, I don't know what it is. I've been rapping all weekend. Every time I say something.
We know you got bars and skills.
Exactly. I think it's still saying that the host disabled participant screening. So I think you have to just go onto the participant area at the bottom and then click on my name and make me the host, and then it'll let me share.
Okay, wonderful. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so one thing I want to tell you is that we're going to also have testimonies tonight. People are going to share what this product has done for them.
There you
go. And I think that's going to be enlightening as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll be able to really see what others are saying. But the one thing we know is that what we're doing is not an experiment, okay? There has already been extensive clinical studies and peer-reviewed studies, as well as patents that have been put in place to protect this product, but also to protect people so that they know exactly, what this product has the capabilities of doing. So excited about that. Let's just jump right in. All right. So we talked about this. If you got the text message, you saw that said, have you been patched yet? And if you have not, that's no problem. We're going to make sure that you have that experience and that you see exactly what we mean when we say elevate, activate, and regenerate. So the product that we're talking about today is called X39, and it's a stem cell activation patch. Now, some of you may be familiar with stem cells. They're starting to talk about it a little bit more nowadays. They started talking about it, in my opinion, around 10 years ago when Christopher Reeves was talking about it because he wanted to regain his ability to walk. And you hear people like Michael J. Fox, who has Parkinson's, who feels that the stem cells will help him as well. But there was a lot of controversy, if you remember, about the stem cells. Where are these stem cells coming from? Are they coming from babies? Is this safe? And initially, the FDA did not like the whole idea. And they were trying to see if there was a very ethical and moral way to handle this. And so about 5 years ago, they found some, hold on, let me see, let's cross. Sorry, guys, I just got something interesting. Let me see. Okay. So about 5 years ago, they got it right. And they just started sharing the stem cell transplants with people. And there were some miraculous transformations from people, stories of people with cancer, from everything from cancer to mobility issues. And it was phenomenal. With a major exception is that it wasn't really available to that many people because it was cost prohibitive. So stem cell injections can run you anywhere on a very, very low end, somewhere maybe for just one small area with maybe a couple injections, maybe $5,000, but for a full treatment, anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000. And if you know, if you need Tony Robbins, he talks about it, how it has changed his life and impacted him. So let me just tell you a little bit about stem cells, because I didn't know all about them very much when I became a part of this incredible business. Hundreds of millions of people are experiencing symptoms of aging. And you know what's interesting? Out of 8 billion people, guess who has stem cells? Every single one of them has a stem cell. But this is the thing. At the age of 30, only a half of your stem cells are active. And at the age of 60, you've lost almost all stem cell activity. That's not good news. That's why our health begins to decline. We think it's just because we're not eating well, or maybe we just have genetic issues. We just, we think it could be a host of other things, but nobody really ever talked about our stem cell and how that ultimately can impact your health. So let's talk about what X39 can do. So let me tell you, there are over 5,000 studies for within the last 10, maybe 20 years that prove that if you elevate something called your GHK copper peptide, okay, that's already naturally inside of your body, if you can elevate that, that will in turn wake up your stem cell, and your stem cell will begin to do what God created it to do, is to start to activate and really begin to deal with any kind of issue that you have. Now, your stem cell is intelligent. It's like, kind of like this AI thing. It knows what to do. It does. It goes into your body and it searches around and it says, oh, wait a minute now. So healer, looks like you have a little COPD. Let's see what we can do about that. Looks like you're having some breathing issues. And it starts working on that. Now, so that is what you call, and so that's one thing that might happen. But then it might go in there a little bit later and say, okay, so we've got that under control. Now let me go work on this this little bit of an issue in her heart, or how about an issue with her skin or hair, or maybe something has to do with her vision. Maybe she's got a wound that won't heal. Well, we're going to start working on that too. So oftentimes people will have multiple testimonies, not just one, not just two, sometimes 5 and 6 and 7 testimonies with just this one treatment, which is amazing. So you're asking yourself, well, how does this work? Now, again, we're not claiming that this is going to heal, mitigate, or cure a disease, because, technically we cannot say that. But what we do know is that this small, tiny patch, you can see over in the bottom corner, is designed to turn your body on and allow the healing to begin. This is how thin it is, guys. It's very lightweight. And you just put it on your body, which is amazing. And that's it. I can't think of a easier way to have some sort of make an impact on your health. So what is it? What's in this little patch? What could it possibly be doing? Is this something? It must be something very, very strong, right? Well, guess what? What if I told you there's nothing that goes from this patch into your body? There's nothing, okay? It is totally non-transdermal. But have you ever heard of acupuncture? Have you ever heard of phototherapy? Have you ever heard of people saying that when they went outside, they were able to absorb and their body was able to take and turn the sunlight into vitamin D? There's different frequencies that our bodies operate on, which allow us to use things like nature to turn on our body and to allow us to have things happen, like increase your GHK copper peptide or impact your vitamin D, as I was just saying. So just imagine, and I didn't know this either. I really did not know a lot about the healing crystals other than what I would hear at church, or that, you talk about crystals, stay away from the crystals, stay away from the crystals. And I was like, really? So I remember I met a guy who was making jewelry, and he had crystal jewelry. And I've always worn crystals and jewels and stuff like that. But he was just telling me that every single crystal that he had different healing properties. That it just, when you connect it to your skin and your body, it changes the frequency within your body. I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's interesting. Well, that's what David Schmidt, who was our inventor, found out, is that he could take just some amino acids, a little fluid, and take some crystals and formulate them in this patch. And when it's placed on your body, it uses your infrared heat from your body. We all have infrared heat. You people see people with the infrared heat goggles. You can see the person's outline. Well, it uses the frequency and the heat in your body. And when the heat hits it, it redirects it back into your body, and it hits different meridians and points in your body. And then your body turns on the stem cell and starts working. This is amazing. And so it really is something that I ever thought this would be. Ever thought this would be. So anyway, this is our inventor. His name is Mr. David Schmidt. He's the CEO and inventor of X39. It's called X39 because it took him 39 different trials to get it right. And he actually spent 10 years and close to $5 million to bring this to market. So it's not something it's not a fly by night proposition. It's not something he just came up with, overnight. He's been working on it for a long time. He, at this point, has over 160 patents, and he is not only just the owner of the company, but he's also the scientist and the inventor. So sometimes inventors will create something and then they have another scientist kind of, tweak it, or he has a group of people that work on it. But picture him being the scientist, inventor, and the CEO of the company. He is a 2-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. And some of the products that he creates are mind-blowing. And we have several products, but today we're focused on X39 because it is our flagship and it is the product that does the most. It does the most. And so we have a patent, as I mentioned before, lots of patents, as a matter of fact. And here, this is not a Me Too product. This is not something that you're going to see at Walmart or on Amazon or on TikTok. No. This is something that is exclusive. We have a patent, and that is unheard of in the natural healing arena, to have a patent or to have clinical studies. Typically, clinical studies are so expensive, no one can ever do one. I never forget when I was working in another natural product, and I told them that I had a product to help people with breast cancer, and they were like, well, we don't have any clinical studies. And I was thinking to myself, well, if I'm calling Susan G. Komen, I would think that they would want to do a clinical study on something that helps women with breast cancer. But of course, it's not that simple. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of political issues. There's a lot of big pharma involved. And right now, our product is disrupting so many different markets. Anything from skilled nursing facilities where people are able to take care of their loved ones instead of having to send them to a nursing home, or people putting off surgery, or people being able to just increase their quality of life. We've been able to do all of that with this incredible product. And again, it's not weight loss, skincare, or supplements, but guess what? It affects all those different areas. So before I go any further, so let me just tell you my testimony. Okay, I've been on this product for some time now. It's been over a year now, and it has been an incredible journey. It's not only just impacted me, but it has impacted my entire family. So example being, it's benefited my daughter who had severe cramps. It's benefited my son who had a very deep injury in his foot, and he didn't think he would be able to walk on his foot for maybe 2 weeks. And within 2 days, he was up and at it. He was blown away. My mother had pretty severe pain in her knees and arthritis. And within just a couple weeks, she said she forgot that she even had arthritis. Me helped me with my vision, my mental clarity, my digestion. I personally have lost anywhere from 20 to 25 pounds utilizing LifeWave products. And again, this is without anything going into my body. My night glare has cleared up. And I've been very blessed. I will just put it like that. And so I just want to see if we can get a testimony. I know we have some folks on the line. I know you guys want to hear some of the testimonies on the line. And so, Liz, are you out there?
I am.
How are you?
I am doing well. How about yourself?
I am great. Thank you so much for asking. So listen, would you share your testimony with everyone this evening?
Wait a minute, I'm having okay. Yes, it was probably I think it was like December the 10th. Well, it wasn't just December the 10th, but I was having trouble with my knees for the last, so say, 6 months. For a long time, but it just got worse. And so one night I was lying in bed and my knee hurt so bad. I I just when I tell people that, they can't even imagine how bad my knee was hurting. And I was laying there writhing in pain. And I said to the Most High, please do something because I do not want to have a knee replacement. And I can't live like this. And I lay there just so frustrated, but I gradually went to sleep. And so the next morning when I woke up, I reached for my phone, which was on the table beside me, and I opened it up, and there was I guess you would call, advertisement from Tahilia, who I hadn't heard from in years, 6 to 10 years. And I said, Tahilia contact me. And the first thing I saw when I opened that, now note I had prayed. The first thing I saw when I opened that was, you don't have to have a knee replacement or a hip replacement. I called her immediately, and that was the beginning of Lifeway for me. And I think we put an order in around December the 11th, and probably got it in 3 days or so. And when I took the patch out, I was saying, "Is this going to work?" And the Most High said to me, "Did you pray?" I slapped that patch on, and it was all uphill from there. And so it's just made my daughter, she even bought me a cane because it was so bad. The pain was so bad. And she said a few weeks ago, Mom, you don't use your cane. No, not anymore. So I am so thankful for it. I just can't even tell you. And see, it sounds, if I heard somebody saying this, I'd say, oh yeah. But you don't have to live in pain. And it's not just pain, but even illness, but you don't have to live in pain. And so I encourage anybody to take control of your health. And I'm telling you, wake up those stem cells that's within you without medication, without injections, and you'll see a difference. I don't know how long it's going to take for you, but something's going to happen. If you wake up your stem cells, something has to happen. So thank you for allowing me to tell this testimony, but it's been all the world to me. Oh, it's just amazing. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Wow. You know what? And I can tell you one thing, it's almost like, is this real? Right? But this is your testimony.
That's it really. Another thing, is this real? It's everybody getting all this,
Exactly.
It was one thing somebody said that it made their hair go from gray back to natural color. I said, oh, that's not working on me yet, but I hope, it works on different things for different people. Yeah.
It's definitely selective on that one. I agree with you. But you know what? Every time, I promise you, because I am one of those girls, I'm probably white, but I wasn't quite ready for that. And so, but I see my baby hair is coming in now with this patch, which is amazing. But I tell you, the testimonies that you just now shared, it's amazing, right? But if you've heard it 50 times, which I have heard it 50 times. So if somebody tells me that they had the cane and now they got up and they went to, I have people that told me that they were in the bed where they had not walked in 13 years. That they had just simply been in a wheelchair and had an assistant that used to come and help them go to the restroom. And the assistant was somewhere and he couldn't get to her. And he said he got up and walked to the bathroom. He said, wait a minute. And so that test, I have one guy in particular, he's an ex-professional basketball player. He calls me with some of the most amazing testimonies from people that he has sent patches to or has personally patched them. So your testimony is not rare. which is amazing. So we know that it works and that people are getting results. And pain, I don't know about you guys, but I've been in pain before. Sciatica. I remember one time I slipped my back out and I was at a meeting, professional meeting, guys. I literally was on the floor because I was screaming. I had to get on the floor and I had to just lay with my back up with my feet up on the chair. It was the only thing I could do. So I know that pain. It's terrible. It's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I couldn't even move. I could not move. And I've heard it over and over again. So thank you so much for that testimony. That was really something that, you know, people need to know. And I'm so glad that you were able to get that breakthrough. So, okay, let's go back in a little bit more and let's talk a little bit more about some of these benefits. So let's talk about what it can do. You can mute your line, everyone, please. I see somebody new just jumped in. If you could mute your line, that'd be perfect. Thank you so much. I want to make sure we have a clean call. All right, so what are some of the things it does? It provides rapid pain relief. It breaks through those meridians, and oftentimes when you're in pain, there's some sort of blockage, and it just pushes through those meridians, and now a person's experiencing less pain. Pretty amazing. Reduce inflammation, like my mom with her knee. It supports wound healing, like my son. Energy and vitality, like myself, and mental clarity. Enhance sports performance. Faster recovery from exercise. Improve skin appearance. So people have less wrinkles, people have less eczema, people have less psoriasis, and all kinds of issues with acne, getting rid of acne, and in 5 weeks, people are getting help with breathing issues. I've had so many people with heart issues that their ejection fraction has been increased. People with blood sugar issues, where their blood sugar has been regulated, might have been at 8/8, their A1C, and then once after wearing the patch for some time, they're under 6 or at 6, which is life-changing for them. Blood sugar regulated, blood pressure regulated, so many things. And as I said, the number one reason why people don't make it is because of some sort of heart problem. So this product really does address that as well. And so let's go with another testimony. Janice, are you out there?
Yes, I am.
Hello, hello. Love your hair. Yes. Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, my testimony is a true testimony. As Liz said, she was the one that introduced me to this wonderful product. Back in October of 2023, I was diagnosed with really severe arthritis in my hip, and was scheduled to have hip replacement surgery. On as a matter of fact, I'm scheduled to have it on the 20th of March. And so Liz asked me, Janice, if I told you there was a product out there that you could use and it would eliminate your having to have your hip replacement, would you try it? And of course, I'm like, yes, what is it? So she told me about this wonderful X39 product. And actually, I didn't start using the X39. I started with the Ice Wave. And I ordered that product. And shortly after that, I went to the X39 as well. Needless to say, the hip replacement surgery has been canceled. I am not having my hip replaced, and I'm giving myself 6 months on this product to make sure that everything has reversed and those stem cells are waking up every day. And I'm feeling much better, mental clarity, vision. I don't have the floaters in my eyes as bad as I did prior to getting on this product. So my suggestion to everyone out there that's listening to these testimonies, please don't think that we're on here just trying to get you convinced that this product is so amazing, and it's not. Because anything that I get involved in, I want to be a product of the product. And LifeWave has truly been a blessing to me. And again, no hip replacement. So that's my testimony.
Wow, I love it. I love it. I love it. And you know what? I don't know if Liz, thank you so much for that testimony, Janice. And you're right. See how, guys, you can be a blessing to people that you know, people in your community, and you don't even realize just by sharing it how you could change somebody's life, somebody that's been praying for something. Because, that's the first thing people pray about, money, and then they pray about their health. And so we're answering prayers here. Okay, this is the prayer line product. Okay. Absolutely. So thank you so much, Janice. That was great. That was great information. And you're absolutely right. I just pray that you're going to notice more and more as time goes on. Like you said, you've already experienced a couple things. So just imagine over time, you experience more and more. And so thank you so much for sharing. Guys, we're going to keep the prayer going. Yes, thank you. You can mute your line. All right, so let's talk a little bit about long-term results. Now, per 80 case studies on StartX39.com, the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. 4,000. Now, resveratrol, which is in red wine, they tell you that when you drink red wine, it's going to reset 2 to 3 of your genes, which is great. But look, this product is going to reset 4,000 of your genes. And that's why often people will notice something fairly quickly. All right. Now, within six weeks, the brain becomes more balanced. People who are experiencing PTSD, anxiety, and depression are starting to see things change. They have more energy. My mother sometimes suffers with depression, and she's tired and lethargic. And when I put a patch on her, I can tell. She's like, I'm tired today. And I said, do you have your patch on? And she said, no. I put the patch on her, guys. All of a sudden, you listen a little bit. She's walking around. You could tell she's starting to do things. And so it's really amazing. I've had people that had PTSD and were suicidal. And this one young lady in particular was in a facility. Her mother sent her the patches. And within, I don't know, a few weeks, she, who didn't want to talk to anybody, who was suicidal, she started wanting to share the patches with the people in the sessions. That's how much of a difference it made for her. Her attitude began to change, and it was quite amazing. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased, which means that it helps to decrease your wrinkles, helps with hair growth, and increases the structural integrity of your bones and your skeletal system and your muscular system. So let me just give you some examples. I have a young man who is not old at all, but as a young person, he was very abused, and he had lots of broken bones, so much so that he had over 3 different bone disorders as a result of it, scoliosis, as well as he had a hunchback, and something else, brittle bone disease or something. But he was in so much pain, he couldn't even move. Like he said, if his phone rang, he would just cut his eyes over at it. Like, I'm not about to get that. And after using the patch, he was able to start walking again. He was able to get out of his home. His pain level he didn't have any pain. It was just amazing. If you hear his testimony, we can let you guys hear it. It's really emotional. It's very emotional. And then we have a young lady with muscular issues. She had some kind of autoimmune disease where her muscles did not work. They were just weak. So much so that her eyelashes, her eyelids stopped working. She couldn't open and close her eyelids. So she used to have to put tape on her eyelids to be able to open her eyes. And I'm sure it was under a month. I can't remember exactly, but she literally, her eyes started to open on their own again. Her muscles started to work. So when your stem cells work, guys, it's pretty amazing what can happen. So this is one of the biggest claims that we share. Within 6 months, your heart actually reverses in age. In recent studies, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years just after 6 months of using X39. 6 months. Meaning no heart surgery. They're noticing tremendous changes in their injection fraction. which is a serious concern for people when your heart is not pumping hard enough. It's helping men with malfunction. When their heart starts pumping harder, it helps them with blood flow. And so the list goes on and on and on. And we have so many different products that focus on different things. But the X39 kind of deals with everything within your body. So that's pretty amazing. But you know what? I have a gentleman on the line. He's an ex-professional athlete, and he is someone that is taking his business all over the world, but also taking it into very interesting and high places with people of great influence, whether it be people who are, athletes or people in the entertainment industry. But he is really changing lives, as he's changed the lives of the people on this line, because he is connected to all of you who are on this line. If you do choose to use the product, his hand was in that process because he introduced it to this organization that we're on the phone with right now. And so he's excited about what he's doing. And so, Hines, are you there?
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Thank you.
Happy Sunday. Is everybody excited? Excited about LifeWave?
Yes,
Changing lives.
Absolutely.
It's changing lives. So listen, I want to thank everybody for joining us on this call. And I'm very, very humbled to be here. And once again, I'm so excited that Miss Erica brought this product to me. It was life-changing. And I dealt with blood pressure problems, pressure in my neck. My blood pressure situation, like I said, running my family with sugar and high, diabetes and things like that. And literally, when I put that patch on the back of my neck, and within minutes, my pressure left. My pressure started lining up. I totally forgot to eat. Okay, I felt so good. It was about 9:30 when I was eating, and Erica said, "Have you eaten all that?" I said, "No." I mean, that's how great it felt. And then I just tested it more every day. I just didn't eat till 9:30. And when you have high blood pressure, you got to be mindful. You got to eat, and you're dealing with your sugar. You have to eat because that can bother you too. But this thing, like I said, because of the power of the stem cells, and what it does, it goes after the inflammation, right? At the level. And then your body, and it heals itself. The power of this. And I was so excited. And I got on the phone and began to call all the bishops I knew. And I've been blessed to be around some of the bishops that y'all probably know around the world. We want to encourage y'all to reach out to your pastors, to your spiritual leaders. Listen, I'm telling you, if they're not getting behind this, they have to. Okay. I literally was so passionate about calling them up and saying, "You must, Bishop, you must. This is serious." It's literally, I really keep it real. It really is life and death for everybody. Okay, we don't have time to play games. Our family members, everybody, like you said, in our community, if anybody need this information and need this patch, we need it. But I'm so excited that I had a chance to go to Florida, where literally, if y'all may not know me, but I document everything I do. I literally got about 1,000 pictures of people that came from around the world. It was incredible. We had a chance to hear from the owner, Dr. David Smith himself, who is a godly man. He's a spiritual man, and he acknowledged God about what God has given him to come up with this idea. This is the biggest technology discovery on the planet of the world. I'm talking about on the planet Earth. It's really, that's how serious this is. We're talking about saving lives. And I'm here to tell y'all that some of my friends that didn't get a chance to get the patch on passed away recently. I had some of my pastors, they knew about the product, but they just do it a lot, okay? And they're gone. I had one of my best friends that played ball out of Florida. He was going to school that morning. This like literally was on the news about 2 months ago, maybe, and he had a massive heart attack, everybody. Gone. He didn't get a chance to use the patch. This is very, very serious, everybody. I'm not playing games. I was sitting literally in Atlanta when we had the meeting, and I had a chance to meet Steve and Gina, our leaders. We talking about massive, powerful leaders that are doing this company. I mean, literally, to know that they made over 50 million in the industry. They came to Atlanta just so down to earth. And many spiritual leaders and pastors came out that I knew. And my spiritual father walked in the room. He said, "Son, you ain't in this thing yet." I said, "I'm getting in. I just need to see it. I just need to touch it and feel it." And we had a chance once again to hear from so many powerful people with testimonies, where literally everyone, I was in tears. We had a gentleman get up there, had his glucose numbers, if I'm not mistaken, Miss Erica, his numbers was over 300.
His sugar, yeah.
His sugar, okay, over 300. We talking about to the levels that that he can go into a coma, right? That's how serious it was. And he literally had me in tears. He had the room in tears. He said, he told everybody, I should be dead. His friend gave him the patch. Within 1 hour, his numbers dropped down to 170. Within a couple more hours, his number dropped down to 120. And guess what? It hasn't gone up either since then. He's going around the world sharing this exciting news. I just want to encourage everybody. Don't let it be that you lose somebody before you wake up and really get this out to the world. I lost my brother. Just a year or so ago. They played against a lot of NBA guys. And if we had the patch, he would be here today. My mom had heart congestive failure. She's not here today. That's why I was crying in the meeting. I didn't know the pride. I had tears of joy. I was mad. I mean, I'll say I can't believe this information out there, because the Bible said people destroy for the what? Lack of knowledge. And where there's no vision, we perish. So it's no excuse now. We got an opportunity to take this product and share with everybody. Listen, everybody. You say this thing is so simple, the kids can do it. Share with everybody you know. Don't take it for granted. Because there's gonna be one person, and don't let anybody stop you. I don't care if your family or whatever. If you go around patching, the key, if you want to be successful in this business, if you go around and patch people, guess what? You're going to get some results, and people are going to say, "Girl, I want to get in this company." It's just that simple. I found out that the people who are out there doing the patching, those are the ones that's really running away with this business. I had a chance to shake hands with a lady about 70, 80 years old. She's making $50,000 a month. I think like 30,000, 50,000 a month right now in the company, less than a year in the company. Just going around telling her testimony. Okay. What I'm basically trying to tell y'all, I had a chance. Excuse me?
You said just sharing her testimony. And you know what, Hines? That's what it's all about. And that's why we wanted to get on this call today, is really try to just share what we know, what has happened for us. And you know what? It's kind of hard to believe. I think sometimes people say to themselves, is this really happening? But you know what? One thing I have to say, I appreciate you for, is that you do not mince words. You know, whenever you go anywhere and you talk to anybody, you know, some of the people that you talk to, everybody on this phone knows. And it's because of, you know, what you've lost, what you've gained, and what you have a heart. Guys, let me just say this about him real quick, and I'm going to move on. But let me just say this. Hines is 6'7", a big, tall guy. And I was sitting there in the meeting, and I looked over and I saw some tears streaming. And I said, wow. And he said he's just thinking about his mother who had congestive heart failure, thinking about his brother who couldn't breathe. And that really was significant for him to see the lives of people change. So and I told him we were doing this call, I said, I want you to jump on real quick and share your testimony. I know he's very passionate about everything that has happened for him and his family and his friends. So Hines, that's powerful. That was really powerful. Thank you so much.
And I'll say real quickly that you know, I'm telling you, everyone, take advantage of this movement that's happening, because this company was named, I don't know if she told you, but it was named the #1 fastest growing company in the world right now. LifeWave is the fastest growing company in the world. So that's something to celebrate, because why? Stem cells is the hottest topic in the world right now. You got people like the actor, what's the actor that's on
Michael Fa-
TV? He huh?
Michael J. Fox.
Danny Glover, everybody's in this company running wild right now. They're excited, okay? They're excited about it. Tony Robbins just wrote a book, okay? And guess what he's talking about in the book? Stem cells. All right. And he spent over $300,000 probably trying to get his shoulder fixed. But when he found out they got patches out here, he's like, what? You mean I could have put on a patch and saved my money? Yes.
Wow.
He wasted $300,000. Right?
That's right.
And we have a patch we can put on every day for every month that costs $150 that can change your life. And it's working on your own natural stem cells. But I want to say this, everyone. Y'all know about this Amways and the Mary Kays and all that. Guess what? This company right here is 10 times better than all those companies. That's where we are with this company. That's where we are with this movement. Take advantage of your health and take advantage of your wealth. I see y'all at the top. I love you.
All right. Wow. Guys, look, every time I talk to Hines, I get excited because he has seen people's lives transformed. And so we're just so excited that you guys are all on this call. And what I wanted to do is, I think we have another test. We have another. Is Erma out there? Are you? Did we get
I'm
Erma?
out here. Yes, I am.
How you doing there, lady? How are
I'm
you?
doing well. I am
Good.
doing well.
Well,
Yes.
can we see your? I don't know. I can't see your camera now. Maybe that's just me. You
I
put your
don't know. Can you see it now?
I don't know. Tahila, can you see it? Let me see. I'm gonna take a look. Yes. Okay. No. Let me see. What does it say, Adele?
No.
Okay. Let me see. I don't think I can see.
Well,
that's okay. But you go right ahead and shoot. We want to hear it. What you got? Tell us.
oh well. I have a fantastic testimony because my son, his wife's father, was diagnosed with cancer last year, and then in November, he was given 3 months to live. So we said, well, we're going to take him on a cruise. So we went on a cruise for Thanksgiving so that, he had never been on a cruise. And so we want to do some things with him. So we went on the cruise. And then when we got back in December, my sister Liz was telling me about this patch. And so I said, well, occasionally I might have my knee act up, but it wasn't to the point that it was severe. I said, well, who can I give it to? And I said, Roosevelt. So I got some patches and I told him about it. I told his daughter about it. And so she says, well, I want to order some for my dad. Well, I gave her a few patches to try out. And he said that, he felt good. So every day I'm calling him. I said, Roosevelt, how do you feel? I feel fine. Well, he was never in pain. He had cancer in the lungs and in the brain. But he never had any pain, he said. So 2 weeks ago, he went to the doctor. He started patching in December. So 2 weeks ago, he went to the doctor and they said that the cancer in his lungs had cleared up. His lungs were clear. And they couldn't understand why, but they said the one in his brain was still there. But it's not in remission, but it's not doing anything. It's dormant. It's just there. And so he went to the doctor this past Thursday, and the doctor asked him, what's going on? He wanted to know what was going on. He says, because I did not expect you to be here this long. And now he was diagnosed last year. And then in November is when he was given the 3 months. But we knew that he had cancer before November, but he was given 3 months in November. So he is doing, it's not a day go by. He's going to let anybody not patch him. He's going to be patched. It's adamant that he tells his daughter, I need my patch. The first thing in the morning, you going to patch me this morning? Yeah, I'm going to patch your dad. And so he's active. He goes for a walk every day. The doctors cannot believe how strong he is. And he's attributing it to the LifeWave patch. Now he wants the whole package. He wants more. He has the X39. He doesn't need the ice wave, so he doesn't want that because he's not in any pain. But he wants the other things that for the brain clarity and for the other things that the strength. I think one was the one for strength or give you extra energy enhancer. He wants that. So he wants everything that they have out there. So he said that he's going to order it this week. He wants to order the Y package, I think they call it. But he's excited about it. Yeah, he's excited, and he believes that, and everybody's excited because he's still here. He's still here and walking around, going for his walk every morning, and he's strong. And then my daughter-in-law, she's my play daughter. She was telling me today, she says, Mom, I cannot believe how good I feel. My back, because she's a child nutritionist in the school system, and she's always complaining about her back hurt and her severe cramps. She says she doesn't have that anymore. She told me this morning, Mom, you would not believe how good I feel. She said, I look forward to going to school now, going to work on Monday, because she feels so good. So it's a miracle, and it's no joke. This is no joke. And it's nothing that we're doing trying to get people for monetary reasons. It's because we want people to be healed, to be well, to feel better. Like you said, we can't say that they're healed, but we know that something is going on in their body. And if we can get anybody to feel better and to have brain clarity, because sometimes I am foggy. So if you look at me right now, I have my patch on. I don't be in any pain, but I know that I have to wear my patch so that I can think clearly. And I do every day. I'm putting on my patch. And Mr. Roosevelt, everybody remember that name because he's a sweet old man. But he is going to walk the neighborhood. And he's, like I said, the cancer in his lungs, they say it's gone, but the one in his brain is still there, but it's dormant.
Wow.
That is yeah.
I tell you. Now look at here. Tehillah. Okay, first of all, let's look at here, guys. So I decided to partner here, and then I shared the patch with my friend Hines. And then Hines shared it with Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa shared it with Tehillah, and then Tehillah shared it with Liz. And now look, Liz, Janice, Erma, and now a whole gentleman that I didn't even know. Yeah. I didn't know. So that is the beauty of what we do, is the word of mouth. And see, the reason why this product is not on the shelves at Walmart, because it's got to be a product that's connected to people so they can share their testimony, so people will know what it does. And so that is why we're on this call today, is that we wanted to make sure that we can share with you what it does. We can send you the information, but we want to make sure that you hear it and that you know that it's real. And we want to give you an opportunity to answer any questions that you might have. There's no stupid questions. There's nothing. Don't be shy. If you have a question, this would probably be the time to do that. Tehillah, we're going to go ahead and see and open up and see if anybody has any questions. Am I right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Any questions out there? Don't be ashamed, guys. It's fine. You could have missed something in the presentation. I don't mind giving clarification. But yeah, let me just say this. There are two people that we don't suggest the product for, or really one person that we don't suggest the product for. So I'm sure you know that. And that's someone who has had a organ transplant. Now, let me tell you why. Because they have to take something called anti-rejection medicine, and that is to lower their immune system so that their body won't say, what is this? They don't recognize this doggone lung. They try to kill me. And so those individuals are people that maybe cannot use we don't suggest that they use the X39, because it's going to improve your immune system. It's going to allow your body to be, to fight off, things that are coming for it, any kind of enemies. Okay. So that's one situation that but we have people that had complete kidney failure, waiting for a kidney, and their skin went from black to vibrant, and their eyes went from yellow to white again, and their energy level went from 0 to 10 in just a short period of time. So it's just amazing. So any questions though out there? anybody with a specific issue, you might want to also get with the person that invited you on a
You're
call.
muted, honey. I see you trying to talk, iPhone too, but your phone is muted. Can you unmute yourself? You can't unmute yourself. Erica, I know I muted everyone in the beginning. Can you maybe unmute her?
Oh yeah, I see.
Okay, wait. I think I'm on.
iPhone too. There you go. We hear you now. Go
Am I
ahead.
on? Okay, great. Okay, question. My mom, she had a knee replacement and a shoulder replacement. Would that in any way interfere with the metal that they put inside of her? You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely, absolutely. No, it will not. And the thing that's really unfortunate is sometimes people get these transplants and their body's still in pain.
yeah,
And
she's still in pain.
yeah, so it's like, okay, why did I even do that, right?
Right.
So, yeah, so she wants to create as much, to reduce as much inflammation as possible in her body, because her body's like, what is this? This is hurts. Like, you know, the bone and the tissue and everything. It's not always an easy, quick fix. So yeah,
Right.
it'll benefit her. And not only will it benefit her with her transplant, her limbs, but it's going to transfer her with her organs that are sometimes under attack when you're taking a lot of medication for pain.
Right. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so that's the other thing, is that it's going to work on some of the internal organs that might have been taking a little bit of a beating. So
Okay, another question. I have really, really sensitive skin. Has there been any has anyone had any side effects? You know, because it is a patch and I've been known to break out, you know, so is there any studies, like has that happened to anybody?
absolutely, yeah, that's a very good question.
Yeah.
So the product is like a 3M adhesive on the patch,
Right.
and if you are allergic to latex, then
Mhm.
this may not, you might not want to put it directly on your skin.
Okay.
Patch works 6 inches from your body.
Oh.
So you can actually put in your pocket. You can put it, yeah, you can put it,
Outside the clothes.
yeah, you don't stick it directly on your skin. Okay.
Okay.
Good news. If that were to ever be a problem, it doesn't happen very often, but you know, everybody's body's different, everybody's skin is different. So yeah, that has happened. So that's why the inventor told us that, you know, people like even some children, because people put
Right.
these on children, like autistic children and people that have dementia. And sometimes people like that, they're very sensitive to anything being stuck on them and they always
Right.
pull stuff, right? Well, we have
Right.
people, they just put it in the person's pocket or, you know, somewhere close to them, but not directly on their body. So that is an
Okay.
option. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I
Oh, one more question.
no, I just need a
Oh.
case.
You need shut up. My husband.
I need a case.
We got
So
you.
he want a
We got
case.
you. You can get a case. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Did I have any more questions? I think that was it. Those were the two I wrote down.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. But I should also mention that we're at 12 hours on and 12 hours off.
Oh, okay.
You can wear it on the back of your neck or on your stomach, 3 fingers from your belly button. That's where they put it for the clinical study. Okay.
Okay.
We are 1 a day. You get 30 patches in each sleeve, and you must drink plenty of water because
Okay.
look for things that should not be in there, and it's going to push it out of your body. Okay. So you want to, it's going to create for some people, it may create a little bit of a detox. Most people, not really. But but you want to make sure that you're drinking plenty of fluid, and adding electrolytes is also extremely helpful as well, because there's a lot more movement. And you would, some of the studies with the blood and how the blood looks different, you know, even if the patch is working, you need some fluid, you know what I mean? Circulating
Right.
the body. So it's extremely important that you do that. As you can see, it's growing hair back. It's helping with skin. It's helping with all kinds of wounds, people with keloids and everything imaginable on their skin. It's amazing. And as Heinz alluded to, we are the #1 fastest growing company in the world in this space, which is unheard of. We were #2, and it's because we have something good, guys. We have something really good. And so I'm excited. I've decided to want to share this full time. This is what I do full time now. And I just wanted you guys to know that, because there is also an opportunity for the right person who wants to share, has a heart to share with other people. We can show you how you can do that. We're not going to go over that tonight. That's not the purpose of this call. Purpose of this call is to enlighten you on the product. But if you wanted to learn more about it, tomorrow we have a call for people that are business minded, and we can share that with you as well. So it just gives you an idea.
Erica,
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I too have extremely sensitive skin, as all my family know. And I can wear the patch. I'm sensitive also to latex, and I can put it on my skin because I checked, and when I was looking in the information about it, it did say that it had no latex. So I tried it. I was nervous, but it didn't affect me.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
It varies, it varies. So, but they have this is the most hypoallergenic that you can find with something that doctors use. It's very, something that most people are able to tolerate very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Is that
My
Carol?
name is, and I have a question. Where are the stem cells harvested from?
Okay, so I'm glad you asked that question. That's perfect. There is absolutely no harvesting going on. There's absolutely no stem cells entering your body. The only stem cells that are at work are your own stem cells. So by the time you're 60 years old, almost only 2% of your stem cells are active. But with this patch, what it does is it uses the infrared heat and the frequency within your body, which is an electrical frequency, and re-stimulates your own stem cell. So you never have to worry about getting anybody's foreign stem cells injected into your body, which is amazing. So no, you don't have to worry about that. You're good. You don't have to worry about
Right. Thank you so much.
Sure. That's a common question that people have. Yes.
Janice, did you have a comment?
No.
No? Okay. Okay.
Oh.
One thing I wanted to say real quick, Erica, when Erma was talking, what she said was she didn't really have any major health issues where hold on, guys, where she needed the product for herself. But she said to herself, who can I help? Who can I share this information with? Since I don't need it, I can share it with somebody. And she thought of her son's wife's father, which was amazing. And that's one of the things that we want to really reiterate. It's not about selling this product to anybody. It's about whose life can I change?
Right.
Who's out there praying right now? God, please, I need some help. I'm in so much pain. I got to have this operation. I got to go do this. I got to take this medication. I'm tired. Send me some help. They're waiting on you, whoever you are, whether you need it or not. Share it with somebody because somebody's out there praying for relief right now.
Absolutely. It's really, and it's sad because, I hate to say it, but like while you're sitting on the information, Susie over there next door is thinking, oh, she just got some bad news. They just told her she need to start wearing her CPAP machine. They just told her, no, baby, you got to start wearing it. She said, this is not cute. I'm not happy. She's crying. She's like, and guys, we have people that put that patch on and in one day their snoring is gone.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes. We need that quick.
I just saw you. I saw you look over at your husband like, wait a minute. One of our leaders said that her husband snores so bad.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to die every night. She said he was snorkeling and making all kinds of noises. That after one day with the patch, this man is not snoring at all.
Oh,
now,
yeah, we're getting that.
So we're not saying that it's going to happen like that for everybody. We know it varies. Some people will use the patch for 6 months, and around 5.5 months, they'll see something miraculous. Like the people with COPD, they will say, I saw several of those testimonies, and those people said it took them about 5.5 months to get off of their oxygen. Now, let's just keep it real. There is nothing getting people off of oxygen. I don't think so. There's nothing that's getting people, that's allowing people's vitiligo to clear up.
Yeah.
Anybody ever seen anybody's vitiligo clear up? No. That happened before. So this is something completely different. The power behind this patch is unbelievable, And that's why this $200 million industry is about to be 300 billion. And we went from 20 million to almost $400 million in 2 years, period. So that's what tells you success leaves clues. We have something that works, and we have something that works. People want it. That's just that simple. So guys, that's all I have for tonight. I could go on and on. I promise you, I could pull testimonies out the sky. You name it, I got them, okay? But for the sake of time, we're going to let you guys go unless there's another question out there, and then we're going to go ahead and answer that for you. Any other questions?
We can find out.
I just wanted to say one thing. I just wanted to say, make sure whoever invited you to the call, even if you go to the website and look at the information, don't order directly from the website, because if you go to the person that invited you to the call, they will help you customize your order specifically with what you need for your particular situation. And also, one more thing, thank you for bringing up the snoring, because I just told Abraham yesterday that at first we would both be competing with each other, snoring and waking each other up. We both had sleep apnea really bad. And it got to the point where I wouldn't even go to sleep because I was watching him to make sure that he was breathing. And I told him, I said, babe, you have been sleeping so good. I have not been having to wake you up at all. And he was like, wow, I do.
I'm on a meeting right now.
So I'm gonna have to add that testimony to our repertoire. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. And you know what? They're probably wondering, well, how much is this thing? And I know we didn't touch on that too much. But
it's not $100,000 like stem cell research.
They like probably thinking, oh Jesus, how much is this? Right?
It ain't 10,000 either.
So affordable, which is absolutely unbelievable. And we can get you down. If you want to do retail, it's about $150 a month. And if you want to do wholesale, we can get you down around $99 a month, depending on what package you get. We suggest that you get as much as you can initially so that you can get the lowest price. And also, we suggest that you have it shipped to you directly, because we've had people that, got enough for one month, and then they're around, calling people, because it takes 4 to 5 days for the product to come. People hate waiting 4 to 5 days, especially when they're in pain and they're having problems. So guys, depending on how you want to join us, if you join us and you want to become a wholesale partner, we can show you how to do that. That is the most flexible, that provides you with an opportunity to make money if you like to. And we've had people, and actually Tahila is one of them, who was not interested in signing up and being a part of the business at all. She's not interested. Her and her husband was just living life, enjoying each other.
I'm telling you.
They're like 2 little kids together all the time, always smiling, looking all happy, all in the camera. Like,
we're just living life. We already got 3 businesses. We didn't need another one.
That's how it is.
But it built itself, we're like, wow, okay.
Exactly.
Erica, was it you or was it Teresa that called us and said, have you looked in your back office and set up your wallet? And we were like, what? What are you talking about? And we didn't even know that there was money there, just sitting there where people have been ordering. And we were making money and not even trying to make money. We were just sharing patches with folks, So it literally will build itself. All you're doing is sharing, it's not selling.
That's right. You guys, I think, signed up, and you didn't even sign up as partners right away. And so they did not position themselves right away because they weren't interested in positioning themselves. But I try to tell everybody to position yourself as quickly as possible, because if somebody, like for example, today you guys are here, but if you signed up today, then people tomorrow will be signing up, and then that'll be in your organization, just to give you a little idea of how this works. But we all work together regardless. As you can see, Mr. Hines, just like myself, he has a invention as well that he's changing the world with. And it's his own business. He has other things he's doing. I have other things I do as well. And so, but when we saw this, we said, we got to get this information out immediately. And that's how we got involved. So we'll see how you guys progress and what information you want after you get off this line. And get with the person that invited you, and they'll be able to give more direction.
Absolutely. And again, congratulations, Liz, Janice, and Erma. Thank you guys for reaching out. Thank you for seeing the vision and sharing the vision. And congratulations to you on your launch. And thank you to all of their guests that came on tonight. We really appreciate you supporting them by just showing up, and letting them know that you support them in their endeavors. And they're here to support you as well. So just call them back, okay?
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, so much.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Lady Erica. Thank you, Mr. Hines. We appreciate you guys. And bye iPhone 2 and your hubby. All right, guys. Shalom.
It was cool.
Bye bye.
Well,
Have a great
bye.
night. Thank you.